Did you see that right? $1 thrift haul? That is right, $1 thrift haul. My local thrift store, my favorite thrift store, is moving. Now, they're just moving next door because a new renter is moving in and needs some of the extra space from the current space where the thrift shop is. But they didn't want to move all of the inventory, so the whole store went on sale for $1 an item. If you're new here, my name is Christina. I am a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and The RealReal. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks so much for tuning in again. I can't wait to share this haul with you guys. Now, I have done the $1 thrift haul before. This thrift shop has done these types of sales before, but not on every item in the store. Now, the way that my thrift shop is set up is it's kind of divided in half, right? Like you have half of the store with your regular items, maybe like Target brands, Walmart brands, things like that. And they're priced at, let's say, $2.99 for a shirt, $4.99 for jeans, $6.99 for a dress. Now, the other half of the store is considered boutique, which is more name brand items and designer items. And then those items are individually priced based on what the thrift store thinks that they're worth. That includes shoes, jewelry, things like that. Now, I have done the dollar thrift haul before. I'll link that one above. I believe that one was when they were doing the regular pants for $1, and I picked up a ton of inventory, had great success with that. Now, this is different because it includes every category and all items, whether considered a regular labeled item or a designer item, regardless. So, I can't wait to share with you everything I got. Now, let me preface this by saying I don't know how well this was advertised. They only put it out on their Facebook page the evening before this happened. I knew about it a little bit more in advance because I volunteer there, and one of the other volunteers let me know what was going on. So even though I knew about it in advance of some other people, I am also a mom, and I do most of the time put my kids before thrifting. Just kidding. All the time I put my kids before thrifting, but one of my kids had to go to football that morning. And so I don't know how early people started lining up, but I knew I wasn't going to get there until 30 minutes after the doors opened. So I had a strategy. I was first going to go check the boutique shoes and grab everything I could. Then I was going to go through and do boutique handbags. Spoiler alert, they were sold out by the time I got there, all of them. And then I was going to go through and do boutique men's and then boutique women's clothing. That was my strategy. Now, the other thing that I was not prepared for when I showed up was they were not bagging any items. So whatever you could carry to the cash register to check out, you also had to carry to your car. If I would have known that in advance, I would have brought my own bag for sure. And I ended up actually buying a bag just to shove things into, and I had to check out multiple times. The other thing is I only had, because again, I am a mom, I had to pick my kid up. So I only had an hour and a half to shop as much as I could. So let's get into it and I will show you everything I got. I think we're going to start with the shoes. If you guys like the thrift hauls, let me know down in the comments and make sure to hit the like button on the video if you enjoy it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I do unboxings on this channel and what solds. Let me see, this is not, okay, I'm not prepared here. Hold on a second. I gotta move some stuff. Okay. I was shipping some things earlier, so my desk is kind of a mess. Okay, that's better. All right, so let's start with shoes. I don't even know how many pairs of shoes, but we'll get started. Okay, so the first pair that I picked up was this beautiful pair of Stuart Weitzman. They are suede, black suede, with kind of this faux tortoiseshell look around the platform heel. These are in an 8 medium, And my thrift shop was asking 20 bucks for these. Now, there is a little issue with them. The insole here has like slid over, probably from the person's perspiration that kind of made it slide. The other one is not as bad. So this I will have to kind of lift up and then use like a shoe bond to put it back down. But the bottoms are in great condition. Now, to be fair, I did not look these items over very well. I took a brief look and grabbed. So I may have missed a few things. Hopefully I'll see it on the video, but overall these looked like they were in really good shape to me. And if you see anything that you're interested in the video that you would like to purchase, just email me at stinaresells@gmail.com, or you can check out my Poshmark or eBay. Happy to also sell to you directly, like I said. Okay, so that was the first pair. The second pair, and for those of you who have watched my designer box unboxings know I love this brand, but we have some Pedro Garcia suede kind of platform, booties, gray. They look like they're in excellent shape. These are in a 39.5, and I was just dying. I did try these on, was hoping that they would fit me. They're a little small, so I'm going to pass these on to somebody else. My thrift shop was asking $50 for these. Got them for $1. So that was the second pair. Okay, the other thing that was going on, first of all, people were crazy. Okay, you can assume that. But volunteers were putting out items while people were shopping, because there's a huge warehouse in the back where people are sorting and they're trying to get as many items on the floor as possible. So I kind of hung around after I had gone through the boutique clothing and the shoes and I checked out. My last round through, I kind of hung out in the like shoe area and kind of waiting, because some of the volunteers are bringing things out. This is one of the items that they brought out, and this is they banded them together. These are a beautiful pair of wedge knee-high boots. I grabbed these. They looked like they were in great shape. They are in a size 7.5. And this was a brand that I wasn't familiar with, so I looked at it while I was at the thrift. It's by the brand Blondo. And if you notice right here under the size, it says Aqua Protect. And these are water resistant. And they actually go for a pretty decent amount. So went ahead and grabbed those. And my strategy also in trying to decide which boutique items to pick up and which to leave behind, because there were so many, was I wanted to pick up, there was a ton of J. Crew. I could have thrifted probably 400 pieces of J. Crew. There was so much J. Crew. I was really trying to go for items that I potentially could send into the Real if I decided to, because I wasn't sure how much I was going to pick up. And as most resellers, I'm super behind on listings. So that was kind of my strategy going in. Next item, and I can't believe somebody left these behind. They're in amazing shape. It's another pair of knee-high boots. Okay, look how gorgeous those are in this gray suede. And these are by Donald Pliner, I believe. Yes, and these are in an 8.5 medium. And it has a side zip, not all the way up to like where your knee would be, but just down here like that. And look what great shape these are in. These are amazing. The suede looks almost untouched. The only flaw I can see is that maybe there's a little bit of wear through here, but these are in such good condition. I mean, look at the taps on these. They look almost, you can see the ridging detail. They look almost unworn. I was super thrilled to pick these up. And let's see, the store was asking 20 bucks, which is, I mean, a pretty good deal anyway, but for $1, yes, please. Okay. Next, okay, so there is one pair that I don't have in here with me that I'll tell you about. Was actually with the regular shoes, and it was a pair of black patent leather Hannah Anderson, kind of like Mary Jane tennis shoes. They look like they had never been worn before, and so I did pick those up. I don't have them sitting here, and I also thrifted some items for my kids. Okay, next pair of shoes is this a really adorable pair of Coach slide like mules or clogs. Now, I think these got left behind because you can see the Coach is super worn, and I don't necessarily think that people, when they're grabbing stuff, were looking close enough. So maybe the fact that I got there a little bit late actually helped me. These I marked on here. See, the thrift store couldn't even read the size because they're so worn on the inside. Now, they wanted 35 bucks. I was able to use my flashlight and see that these were a 7B. These are in pretty good shape. Obviously, there's some creasing along the toe, and the only other kind of bummer is that there's a lot of wear to the hardware on both of these. But otherwise, look at these. They look like they haven't even been worn. Like on the bottom, they're in such great shape. Just this, and then this wear to the hardware. You can kind of see here and then here that there is some wear. But I was thrilled to get those leather like clogs. Okay, 2 more pairs of shoes. Picked up another Stuart Weitzman. These are an older style. The sole looks like it's in great shape. I think this is where the original tag was stuck on. The only flaw on these is the tap is toe up, you guys. It is not in good shape. It's got a chip here. It needs to be fixed. I am not going to fix that. I am going to, and it's only on this one. This one looks like it's in really good shape. I will not be fixing that. I'm going to be selling these as is. These are in a size 7 AAA, so super narrow. There was another pair of Stuart Weitzmans that were actually, missing the taps. And so I decided not to pick those up. I left those behind, but I was questioning myself. Should I just go ahead and pick them up? They're only $1, but I didn't. I did pick up this little jewel. I have a bunch of these listed that I got in like fun boxes, and they wanted like 10 cents for this. So I went ahead and picked it up to add it to like my listing that I already have to try to get those to sell. Okay, last pair of shoes is a pair of Vans. I have really good luck selling Vans. I am going to be throwing these in the wash with some Oxy to kind of brighten them up a little bit, but really cute pink and white checked. I want to say these were like a 4.5 men's, 6 women's. And overall, I mean, usually one of the first things you notice on these is the tag on the back is worn. This is in good shape. The only thing is there is some wear where the toes are. So I will definitely disclose that. You can kind of see in there. And it's not just dirty, but it's like indented, like wear. So, and that happens a lot with Vans. So you kind of have to stick your hand in there to get dirty. Okay, so those were the shoes. Now I'm going to show you the clothing that I picked up. Okay, first up, I picked up this orange and white, kind of 3/4 length sleeve shirt. It's got a little knot bow detail on the shoulder. And this is a Kate Spade, extra, extra small. Looks like it's in great shape. My thrift wanted 15 bucks for this. Okay. And I am going to fold these as I go instead of throwing them on the floor because I don't know. I just have to have the clothes folded. So sorry. Hope you guys can be patient with that. Okay. The next item was actually a swimsuit top. It's one of these kind of blouse on, is I think how you say it, but it's got kind of the bikini top and then this attached outer piece that comes down to the waist. So kind of like a modified tankini or a modified bikini. And this is by the brand Trina Turk. Could not pass that up. I have sold the Trina Turk swimwear before with great success. And this is in a size medium. Thrift wanted $8 for that. Okay. Next, okay, I grabbed this. I'm not familiar with this brand, but it was in the boutique section and it was new with the tags. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It's kind of a gray wrap crop in like a cotton. It is by this brand called Units, which I remember Units from like the 80s. It's not the same thing. I briefly saw the tag and saw, oh my gosh, $79.95. It's $1. I'm just going to grab it. I'll figure it out later. This is in a size medium. I looked up the brand. It is made in Denmark, and the $79.95 is in kroner, not in US dollars, which, if I remember correctly, equates to like $8. So nothing like super exciting. That was probably a mistake buy, but it's okay. We could take some risks. All right, next up was also probably one that I necessarily wouldn't have picked up, but it's beautiful coral color with kind of a circle polka dot detail. It's got the stretch across the shoulder, so you can wear it off the shoulder, you can wear it one shoulder, and then it's got kind of a half sleeve. This is by Vince Camuto, and it's in an extra small. Again, I wouldn't normally have picked this up, even though, again, any of these are a great deal for $1, but it was new with the tags. So I couldn't pass that up, especially when the MSRP is almost $90. My puppy is here. I normally don't have the door open when I'm filming, but I'll let her say hi. Okay, come here. She's 6 months old now, so she's not super puppy. Can you say hi? Say hi, Trixie. Oh, she's a good girl. She's so good. She's very curious about all these new clothes that we've got. And hopefully she can stay. Okay, no. Okay, hopefully she can stay away from them. She was chewing up a pen earlier, so let's hope for the best here. I might have to close the door in a minute. All right, next up is by the brand Talia, which is another one I've never heard of. It says made in Peru. Look at this really cool tag. Again, I went ahead and took a risk in grabbing this because it did have a tag on it, new with tags. It's in a really pretty maroon or like wine red color. And then the back is super interesting. It's got like a sheer panel in the back, and then it comes down almost like a tunic. And the tag does say that this is a size small. It seems to me like it's really large for a small. So maybe it's kind of like a lag and look or oversized style. Not sure. Okay, next I picked this up from the men's section, which the reason that I went into the boutique for the men's first was because I thought it would be less picked over than the women's. But I probably should have just started with the women's because there weren't very many great items in the men's area. Anyways, we have a like polo type shirt, short sleeve collared shirt. And this is by the brand Vince. This is in a size medium. My thrift wanted $20. So definitely picked that up for $1. And even though Vince is considered a designer brand, none of these designer brands I got they're not like Prada or Gucci. They're not gonna resell for like crazy amounts of money, but they're all really solid, kind of low-end designer, bread and butter brands that people seek out. So I was super excited to pick all of these up. I have a long sleeve cotton shirt. This is Eileen Fisher. The tag's a little torn, huh? Let's see. I don't know what size this is. Let me see if I can quickly, oh, there is some pilling on it that I just noticed. I'll have to shave that. I don't know the size. They cut the materials tag out. Well, I didn't notice that till just now, but that's okay. I will do some measurements with this one. Got that really pretty purple long sleeved. Okay, so let me move this side back and we'll get started with the next pile. This is by the brand THML, and it's a really kind of thick, almost like sweatshirt type material in a heathered gray. And then at the bottom, it's got this ruffle detail that's like sewn in, and then the back has a gold exposed zipper. This one is in a size small. My thrift originally wanted 25 bucks for this. So that I thought was good. I was glad to actually get some, even though literally it's like triple digits here in Texas. I mean, I was glad to start getting some winter items, the boots, some kind of long sleeve stuff. And maybe that's another reason some of these things were left behind, because it's going to be fall before we know it. And it cools down other places before it cools down here. So, okay, next up we have a corduroy skirt in like a khaki or a cream color. And this is a size 2. It is by the brand Maeve. And my thrift shop wanted 45 bucks for this one. So I was very happy with that. Maeve doesn't move as fast as it used to, but it's still, like I said, all these are really solid pieces. Okay, next up, I picked up French, no E, F-R-N-C-H, and this really pretty kind of geometric pattern. There is some shimmer to it, if you can see that. And then it's got these beautiful silver button details in the back. And I believe also there's one here down in the corner that has the brand name on it. This is in a size medium large. And my thrift originally wanted 30 bucks for it. And they had it sized as a large. There's that one, and that seems like it's never been worn before. It's in great condition. Okay. This is one I probably wouldn't have picked up, except it was new with tags. So I grabbed a brand, Coldwater Creek, in a mini, like corduroy, brown pant. These were new with tags. This is a size 18. It was also plus size. So I was like, yes, please. And this originally says it was $64.95. And that is a comfort pant. So I was happy with those. I picked up a few plus size items because a lot of my closet is plus size. I've lost a lot of weight, and so a lot of my personal clothes I've listed and sold. So I have a lot of plus size items in my closet. So, which is another reason I picked this up. It's by the brand Torrid, which sells pretty well. And this is a tunic style gray knit. And then the back has this really cool black lace detail that comes down. This is in a size 2, which means it's like an 18-20. And my thrift wanted 15 for it originally. It's in great condition. Was super happy with that. I think this was also another plus size pickup. Yes. This is a Lane Bryant. I know a lot of resellers pick up Torrid over Lane Bryant because they think it moves faster. I don't necessarily find that to be the case. I think Lane Bryant actually moves really well. And so I was happy to pick this up. It was new with tags, which is another reason I grabbed it. And it's in one of the larger plus size sizes and in a 26-28. And this is a black, probably like rayon blouse. It's got a really cool neckline And so I was happy to grab that. My thrift originally, and see, they consider Lane Bryant boutique. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of boutique items. And they also have this listed as a 1X, and this would be like a 4X. So they don't even know. Okay. Put that there. Okay, my last plus size item that I picked up, was super happy to grab. And this is a Michael Kors. This is not new with tags, but because it was a plus size, it was a 3X. And this really, really cute, lightweight dress. It's got stripes of like the black and white houndstooth in it all the way down. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. If it was my size, I would keep this. And they wanted $30 for it originally. Okay. If you hear any moaning and groaning, it's not my stomach. It's the puppy. She's very loud. She moans constantly. Anytime she yawns, there's like some sort of squeal, or I don't know. She's just very vocal. So there may be lots of noises. She's under my desk. Okay, this item I also did pick up from the men's side. Did you hear that? That's her. And this is, by the brand Made by Bonobos. And I have gotten these in a men's box before. This is a khaki golf pant, and it's sold super well. So I wanted to grab these. You can see here, it's in a size 35 by 30. And they're not new with tags, but they feel like they are. Oh my goodness. I was very happy with those. Okay. Now I picked up, I literally could not pass this up. I think this is a men's, not 100% sure. I have to do some more research. Pretty sure this is vintage. It is by the brand, the Tannery West. Oh goodness, I hear something. I think it's the puppy. She left. And in a 42. And this is 100% leather. So look at this beautiful leather blazer. Maybe that's a new word, laser, for leather blazer. And it's a really gorgeous, like burgundy brown. I love it. It's got these huge pockets. I absolutely cannot pass this up. And when I was checking out, the guy that was in front of me was like, "Where did you get that jacket? Oh my gosh, is that $1?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, what brand is it?" I'm like, "It's one you've never heard of. And I don't care. It's leather. I'm buying it." Okay. Next, another polo shirt by Vince, which I picked up in the men's department. It needs a little oxy to kind of lighten it back up. It's a little dingy. It's in a size large. Was happy to grab that. And I just felt like getting these, so I picked these up because they look like they've never been washed before, although they're not new with tags. And these are, what size are these? US. Okay, these are by Bowden, and they are in a size 10L. So I'm assuming that means long. Okay, picked those up. I was super excited to find this piece. Look how adorable that is. My goodness. You've got this elastic top in like a zebra print, right? And this feels cotton. And then these really cute bow-tied straps for your shoulder. And these are in like an alligator. Now, the reason I really ended up grabbing this is because it is new with tags. Michael Kors. So I couldn't pass that up. New with tags. Beautiful tank. Couldn't pass it up. Okay. This one I got on Style Alone. It's by a brand I've never heard of. It was also new with tags. by the brand Modern Carnivore. And this was in the men's boutique, but look, it had this really adorable, like, Queen of Hearts just embroidery on the chest. It's a hoodie, brand new. I'm a huge, like, Alice in Wonderland fan. I love all things Alice in Wonderland. Puppy, what do you want? It's okay. It's okay. I think you just need some attention. I picked that up just because I love everything Alice in Wonderland, and it was Queen of Hearts. So anyways, that's in a men's size large. And last item, which is just in time because this puppy needs my attention. I don't know what's going on with her. But I absolutely love this. I'm going to be keeping this for myself. It is some knitwear, kind of like a duster or a long cardigan, which I wear all the time when it's cool outside. And this is by the brand, which the tag's loose on one end, but this is by the brand Ellie Tahari, and it's in an extra large. So this I'm going to keep for myself, and maybe at some point I will put it on sale. My thrift wanted 20 bucks for it, but I absolutely love this. It's got pockets on the side, which I love pockets. So this is going to be a keeper for me. I was hoping the Pedro Garcias were too, but they don't fit. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I wish I could have stayed at the thrift a little bit longer. I picked up some extra items, like I said, for my kids and some of my other YouTube friends that I'll be sending off to them. I just couldn't pass up all of these deals for $1 each. Let me know if there's any items that you think I shouldn't have picked up, or I don't know, should I have thrifted all 400 pieces of that J. Crew? I don't know, probably, but I didn't have enough arms. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I will be back later this week with a ThredUp Rescue Box unboxing, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. And I will see you guys then. Bye, y'all.